Alrighty. Hello, my friends in the interwebs. I am going to do a very breath, flow, rhythm, and space, and how those things can come together in our bodies. I think, yeah, I am just going to be here for right now. I am just going to be here now. So let's start with just some breath with movement at the same time. So and then we'll keep shifting how that plays out and how that works. We're also going to do some rhythm stuff, just a variety of things. So let's play with inhaling for, let's go with a 5 count in and a 5 count out with the arms going up and down. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3. Take up space, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. So we're moving in the vertical plane right now. We're going to switch it to sagittal. Inhale, one arm forward, one arm back. 3, 4, 5. They change. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2. Coherent breathing with movement in space. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that coherent breathing is to bring us into coherence in our body, which means that our systems are operating well together. They're functioning well together. It's like the orchestra is all in tune. So when we're doing coherent breathing like that, we want to think, I think we're going to try it with some different movements. We want to think of just coming into this balance where our nervous system is neither upregulated, excited, or downregulated, really relaxed, or sort of maybe even depressed. Upregulation, excitement could be anxiety, very close to each other. There's one that's feeling good, one that's not feeling so good, but similar energy pattern. And then downregulation is either deep relaxation or not quite so functional depression. So when we come into that middle place with that coherent breathing, we're inviting our nervous system, our heart rate, our respiration to work together to come into this pattern that's really healthy. So that is a return to healthy patterning. You may still be in healthy patterning, upregulated or downregulated, but this one's going to be sort of an even energy level. All right. So let's go with some rhythm. Just this will be more upregulation. You're going to do step, clap, step, clap, step, clap, step, clap, step, clap, step, clap. So I am turning my body a little side. So I'm getting a nice twist in my waist. And it feels good. If I just do it here, it's not as fun or as musical as if I move my body. And I'm just challenging myself to move in different ways as I maintain the step clap. I should put music. Oh, it's not even on this. Yeah, so we want to play. Let's go back to the breath with some space. So we're going to inhale on a diagonal, opening up. We're going to go with 4 counts. Exhale, close it in. Inhale, other diagonal. Exhale, close it down. So we're finding our high right and high left, and that diagonal through our body with a count, with a 4 counts opening out, 4 counts closing in. So you may be a little more excited from this. Just feel what your body does. Like, oh, it's playful, it's fun. Or you might be like, oh, I'm trying to do it and it's frustrating, I can't get it. Give yourself time. It can take a little bit of time if you aren't used to doing rhythm. So here we have in counts of 4. We're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, come in, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2. Balance. 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2. Vertical plane again and in. 2, 3. We're going to take it onto a diagonal in the sagittal. So it'll go out. 2, 3, 4 and in. 2, 3, 4 out. 2, 3, 4. It's hard in. 2, 3, 4. I could change it forward and back. 2, 3, 4 and in. 2, 3, 4. Reaching out. 2, 3, 4 and in. 2, 3. So slow motion running man with a long stretch. 2, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Commonly known as dancing, right? We're just moving in slow motion with this. Let's try going the other way again. I'm going to have the same arm and leg reaching. The other one can do it. The other side can do whatever it wants. So stretching out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's circle. Circles in your hips. So this is just playful ways of being more, let's say, mindful of your movement, coordinated. This is a lot of metaphysical practices, well, or people, like let's say Gurdjieff, he would have people do these really intense movement patterns so that you develop a kind of focus and concentration. So being able to do something like that, reach out in 4 counts, coming back in, is working so many parts of your body and mind to create this balance. So it could be very challenging. It could also be like piece of cake, I got this, I'm a dancer, it's no problem. So if it is like that, oh, then you can take things into challenge it more in different ways. All right, let's just circle shoulders, one and then the other, getting some free flow into your body, however that works. Doesn't have to look like what I'm doing. So freeing up the space, freeing up the flow, mobilizing shoulders. Let's go together, up and over, whole body, having this little wave through your body. So many different ways to exercise. Let's go the other way from the bottom to the top. So you can add a shoulder circle at the top. Good. And we're working all of these different patterns in our body, in our joints, just through this sort of more playful way of moving. More interesting way sometimes, or more challenging way. So we're going to do the 4 counts out and 4 counts in, but going in any direction. So the limbs are radiating out anywhere and coming back in. Let's stick with one side for a few breaths. So inhaling 1, stretch it out anywhere. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Go somewhere different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. 2, 3. Somewhere different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't have to look like me. Be creative. open up. This is our last one, 2, 3, 4, bring it in, switch to the other side. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it in, 2, 3, 4, stretch it out, 2, 3, 4, bring it in, 2, go somewhere different. Inhale, open, 2, 3, 4, exhale, closed, 2, 3, 4, last one, open, 2, 3, 4, bring it in, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Let it go. All right, let's do some regular old Laban space. So we're going to do this scale of movement going up and down, vertical dimension, up and down, getting all the way up onto your tippy toes, up and down, and one more, up and down. Then we're going to cross and open, crossing and opening, step across, step open. Try to keep your hips facing front. We're going from side to side, moving our hands along the horizontal dimension. Switch it to the other side. Oh no. Did we do both sides? Yes, we did. Other side. Cross and open and cross and open. I'm not sure about that. Cross and open and cross and open. Taking it backwards and forwards. Behind you, stretch it forwards. Reach it back. Stretch it forwards. Reach it back. Stretch it forwards. Last one. Take it back and forward. Other side. Back and forward. So sagittal dimension, right behind you, right in front. Sagittal, like Sagittarius, back and forward and backward and forward. We're going to put it all together. We'll do one side, then the other. So we're going to go up and down, cross and open, backwards and forwards. This is a scale of movement, other side. Like you would play a scale on a piano. Vertical dimension, up, down. Horizontal dimension, side across, side open. Sagittal dimension, backwards and forwards. Again, up, down, cross, open, backwards, forwards. Other side, up, down, crossed, open, backwards, and forwards. So lots of movement in there, right? And we're balancing both sides. We're balancing the space around us and our perception of the space by moving through it, by creating a bigger map of possibilities of movement. So I feel like these spatial scales, like you play a scale on a piano, these are great for just being able to move better. Why do we want to move better? Because life is more fluid. There is more flow when we move with more skill. It just feels better. It's easier. It's healthier on our joints. And so we're building this pathway in our brain as we learn to do these different patterns of movement. Let's go from the vertical dimension into the vertical plane. We already played with it in these breathing patterns, but let's just move through it. We're going to go up, high corner, low corner, low corner, up, down, down. This is my right. Sorry, this is my, I often do it as a mirror. This is my left, right, left, right. Might be different for you. I'm not sure how it plays out on YouTube. Although if it's giving me what I see, you can't mirror me. I don't think it works that way. Spirals, twist and look around behind you, moving through the horizontal plane, right? Circling through the horizontal, getting those arms reaching out, clearing off the table, spiraling your body. Good. And then we're going to circle in the sagittal up and down, reaching up, bend your knees, take it down. Easy and free flow. If this is too much, don't straighten your legs. But if it feels good, down and up, down and up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We can add a little arm circle here. So it's going to circle, releve, circle, drop, circle, tippy toes, circle, drop it down, circle, lift up, circle, take it down, circle, reach it up, and then circle, take it down. So we're cycling through the sagittal plane, the wheel plane. Last one. Good. So we should have moved in a whole bunch of different ways. Let's just do a quick, if you can sit down for this on a chair, sit down because it'll make it easier to stabilize your lower body. But let's circle our rib cage around. So circling rib cage, lungs, heart, and diaphragm. Circling in one direction and then the other direction. So try not to let it go into your pelvis. Try to keep it up here in your torso. Change direction in your ribs, in your lungs. So the circle's happening up there. If it's hard for you to shift out of your pelvis, that's why I want you to sit. Stabilize the lower body, mobilize the upper body. Going one direction and then the other. Circling around. It looks like this from the side. Good. And then coming in, and we're going to just finish it all off with some breath work, more upregulate breath work, and some breath holds as well. So with the breath holds, you're going to decide how much you want to do of that, how little, and we'll do a set of 10. I'm just getting my phone out so that I can time it. We'll do a set of 10 with a breath hold. Probably the first breath hold might be like around 30 seconds, then moving towards 45 seconds or a minute, and then a little bit longer. You can breathe in whenever you need to. You can take this really in your own rate. Don't do this if you're driving. Don't do this if you are near water that you might fall into. Don't do this if you're going to pass out and crash your head on something nearby that is you might not know you're going to pass out. So this just can make people pass out. There's the warning. So listen to your body. If you start to feel woozy, stop. Just breathe normally. We're just getting more oxygen than we're used to. So it could be kind of like hyperventilating and then doing a breath hold. So just be careful. Here we go. I'm going to add the arms up and down. 10 breaths in. We're going to have one more big inhale, exhale, then we'll inhale and hold. Here we go. Big inhale, exhale. Everything in. Drawing in and up, out and down. Theta breath for a long exhale. Big inhale. Hold. Pelvic floor. All the bandhas in and up. Everything else relaxing on the outside. If you don't know what those are, don't do them. And let it go. And we'll go for another set. Just shake out for a second. Bounce around. I'm on this physio ball. Great for bouncing. This is great for your lymphatic system. Bouncing around. Bouncy trouncy. Great for your tissue. Your fascia likes to have these different forms of movement where it is required to respond to different things. So between the fluids in your body and the fascia, lots of diverse movement, bouncing, running, jumping, cross body movement, high movement, low movement, different relationships to the floor. It's all super healthy for your body. Here we go. 10 more up and down. Big in and out. Big full breath in and hold, draw in and up, and then relax the outer body. Soft exhale. Inhale, a little hold. Let it go. So we'll do one last set of this. Uh, so I'm finding that today I can't breath hold for very long. So I am not going to do a longer than a minute one. For most likely it's going to be kind of short, and I am not going to force my body into it. Like, yes, could I hold longer? I could, but my body's going, no, it's time to breathe in. So we want to listen to our body, and sometimes we're going to make force ourselves to do something that we doesn't feel great all the time, but we're choosing to do it. So when we choose to add the stress to our body, that is like taking a cold shower, a cold plunge, or a breath hold where we have control. We can say, okay, I'm going to breathe in now, or I'm going to get out of the shower now, or out of the cold now. Then we're building a resilience. If we don't have the choice, it's not the same. Like when we're forced into something, you're not building that resilience. So last set. We're gonna do an arching curl for these breaths. So arching and curling. Off we go for 10. Big breath in. Let it go. Next one, in and hold. Deep breath. Let it go with a hiss. Inhale. Drawing in and up, relaxing out and down. Let it go, shake it all out. So that is it. That is it for today. All I'm going to do. Um, Hopefully, we got to some of that stuff. And if you made it through this, congratulations. It's kind of diverse. We're working with different things, different ideas, not just setting ourselves into one rigid pattern of being. When we can play with different ways of being, we have different ways of responding to the world. Our toolbox has been expanded in how we deal with being people on the planet. I feel like that is always valuable, having more tools in your toolbox to decide, and to feel into yourself, to feel into how you actually feel. How does it feel in my body? What is my physical sensation response to anything? Sometimes the more that we can know that and let it express through our bodies, that we're not shoving down our feelings or blocking them off, but we're allowing ourselves to experience the fullness of life in an embodied way, a little bit easier to be on the planet, and also weirdly harder because you're actually feeling stuff, but you're not going to then pass on piles of crap to your children, your ancestors, the people who come after you, right? It's all there in our DNA. So if we can work with it, start to heal some of this big pattern stuff that's happening on a planetary level. Not that we have to take responsibility for all of everybody else's stuff, but whatever we're feeling within ourselves, allow it to play through, allow it to move through us. So these are just like breath work, rhythm work, movement are just tools to give you more access to different states of being, different ways of feeling in your body, different ways of expressing, different ways of releasing, different ways of receiving. So that's that. If you made it this far, bravo, you win the prize. You win the golden ticket